Coming up, the story of a power couple who shattered the definition of leadership, not from a stage, but from their workshop floor. It begins, as many stories do, in chaos. An order from the most powerful man in the world, the Roman Emperor Claudius, banished every Jew from Rome. Imagine the panic. Lives uprooted. Businesses built over generations lost in a day. Homes filled with memories abandoned forever. Out of this forced exodus walk two people, a husband and wife, Priscilla and Aquila. They arrive in the bustling foreign city of Corinth as refugees. With nothing but their faith and a highly skilled trade, they were tent makers. Their story could have been one of mere survival, but their workshop becomes more than a place of business. It becomes a beacon, and it attracts a man who shares their trade and their spiritual fire. The Apostle Paul, a business partnership is born. But they weren't just followers in his orbit. They were co-workers, equals in the mission. Imagine the scene, the smell of canvas and leather, the rhythmic sound of stitching, all mixed with intense, hushed conversations about Jesus, grace, and the future of the church. They funded the mission, hosted the believers, and worked alongside the apostle, their hands just as calloused as his. They built a foundation. But their greatest test, their defining moment, came when Paul was gone. A new voice arrives in the city of Ephesus. A man named Apollos. He is a powerhouse, eloquent, charismatic, educated in the great halls of Alexandria, with a staggering knowledge of the scriptures. He's on fire for God, and when he speaks, people stop and listen. He has everything, almost. He preaches with boldness about Jesus, but his knowledge is incomplete. He only knows the baptism of John. It's a powerful message, but it's missing the final, crucial chapters, the story of the cross, the resurrection, and the Holy Spirit. Priscilla and Aquila are in the crowd. They hear it. The missing piece. The crowd is captivated, but they see the gap. And then they did nothing. They didn't correct him in public. He stand up and challenge his authority or embarrass him in front of the crowd. He was so powerfully moving. That would have been about their own ego. They waited. They honored the work he was already doing. And when he was finished, they approached him quietly. And they did something revolutionary. They invited him into their home. They didn't pull him aside to shame him. They brought him to their table to build him up. In the warm, quiet light of their home, over shared food and unrolled scrolls, they explained the way of God more accurately. Leadership wasn't a title or a position to them. It was a shared act of service. They saw a great leader, and in private they made him greater. They gave him the missing piece of the story, and in doing so they unleashed his full potential on the world. They turned their home, the one thing they kept losing, into the very place where the church was built, a center of true mentorship and power. But this wasn't the end of their story. Thanks for watching, and watch out for the next episode. Subscribe and share.